Okay, and we are live. So, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning again for all of our viewers in every part of the world. And it's us again from Jaya Talent back with Jaya Review Session. One of the most requested session from our community where we actually do some real operations, tweaking out other CVs, making sure that you guys could develop new skills, also improve your CV writing, or maybe developing your resume, and basically create a higher chance for you to get the recruiter's attention that you've been wanted to, because one of the hardest attention to get is actually from the recruiters. So this is why we're trying so hard to get their attention. And here with me, I have Susmita as one of the best recruiter that we have in house in Jaya Talent. How are you, Susmita?
I'm doing great and great. How are you, Dio?
I'm doing perfect. I'm just getting much more healthier compared to the last week. Um, and I actually cannot wait for today's review session. There's, I don't think that we have a really various CV to talk about lately, but we are seeing like a different type of writing style from our submissions. So there are some people who are trying to keep it simple. There are some people who are not really into paying attention in terms of like the template or maybe the design. And there are also people who are actually trying to explain everything that he has done based from his experience. And it's really exciting to actually know that every person have like a different perspective or maybe different point of view to actually show or maybe sell themselves in the sheet of paper. So it's really good. And should we deep down to look into our chosen CV for today, Susmita? You ready?
Yes, yes, let's go ahead.
Okay, so everyone, just before we start share screening the CV that we will discuss today, I'd like to remind you that if you would like your CV to get reviewed online by Jaya Talent, make sure to submit your CV through our Telegram. There is a specific announcement. You can type Jaya Review here. There is a specific form that you can fill out with the agreement on being published and also being reviewed online in live stream. So every CV that we have reviewed is actually already have their permissions or maybe the owner's permissions to be reviewed online. So you guys don't have to worry about it. Okay, jump into our first CV for today, which is about. Let me just do a quick typing. Okay, so Susmita, what is the first thing first about the CV?
So the first thing at the first glance, which I noticed, is the matrices part, and I'm really happy. So this is the first CV we are reviewing, has everything
Okay.
in place, right?
Yes,
Starting
true.
from a header, then an executive summary, then the professional experience, everything, even the matrices. So it's matrices heavy, to be honest. This person tried to show everything he has done in a quantifiable way. So that's the best part about the CV. Still, so how we can go from best to more best, right? More better. So let's see that. So let's start with the first line. That is about what he is doing, right? That is a business strategy and growth leader, right? And then he mentioned about the years of experience he has, what he have achieved, like dollar 5.2 million, right? And everything, all the details. But how we can actually put it in a short and simple way, I would say, which can actually attract the reviewer or the recruiter or the founder, right? In the first line, let's add all the major achievements that you have achieved. Let's start with Web3 growth leader. like what you are doing, and all the major achievements, like you have led a fundraising of $5.2 million plus, right? And then you can also add that you have helped 12 blockchains, growth ecosystem, that is 400 plus on-chain users. So you can add that into a very in a very small and short way, right? So that is the first thing. Second, if you go to the executive summary part, which I'm assuming that's the executive summary because it's not a very paragraph kind of a thing, very
Yeah.
short lines added to the executive summary part, right? So it's very word heavy, but still not, a story, I would say. So make it a little more like a good paragraph or a sentence where you can add everything, right? So
Yeah.
that's the first suggestion I would give to this candidate. Then coming to the professional experience part. So my favorite line about his professional experience is this one. So he has built a 400K plus on-chain community across 12 chains. If you zoom in a little bit, so everyone can see that.
One.
Yes. Yes, the first line, if you see, the bold part, 400K plus on-chain community across 12 chains, right?
Yes.
So that shows just numbers. Till this CV review, I was telling you that you'll have to give you numbers, what you have achieved, what's the outcome. But here I can suggest one more thing, how you achieved it, right?
Mm,
How
okay.
you achieved 400K plus on-chain community across 12 blockchain. Is it through AMAs, referral programs, collabs? What else? So mention that as well. So it will show the outcome as well as how you did it, so that the founder or the recruiter knows that what's your process of doing, what's your process of building these communities, scaling these communities,
Okay.
right?
True, true, true.
Yes, so that's the first suggestion I would give. And even there, it is also written that he has raised $2.3 million, then led by Elixir, 3 grants, led GTM from testnet to mainnet. Okay, so he has done everything. That's great, right? But still, how would I form this sentence? Okay, in the starting, I would write led the fundraising and the GTM strategy, then a dash, and then add all the pointers there. So it will help you showing the ownership, right? There's everything in this sentence, to be honest, but again, how you form it also matters. So you can add in the beginning a small pointer that you have led the GTM and the fundraising strategy, and then add the other pointers like $2.3 million and 3 grants and everything. So that's my suggestion here.
I see.
So
So sort of like
yeah,
rephrase the sentence.
yeah, just refreshing so that you can show the ownership. So here it is written that you have led the GTM, no doubt, but you can also take the ownership of the $2.3 million raised as well, right? So you can add there at the beginning. So it's all about what you have done and also take the ownership. So, it's backed by a story, basically. So that's about the experience part. Let's move down to the CV, and you can see that he has transformed from Web 2 to Web 3, like from head of growth, from digital transformation consultant to a head of growth, Web 3 protocol in 2019, if you scroll more down.
Okay. Oh, this one.
Yes, yes, yes. So, he has, you know, he was in Web 2 first, then he has moved to Web 3. So, I would suggest you can add one liner here, which can actually act as a liaison between the Web 3 and the Web 2 experience, right? So that it shows a story, nothing else, that you have transformed. Just one sentence, what you can add is moved from consulting to Web 3, right? So that is one line to apply what strategy to apply digital strategy into decentralized ecosystem. So you can add one liner in whatever way you want to form your story. Just add one liner that you have moved from Web3, from Web2 to Web3. Just it will act as a liaison, I would say.
I see. So, is it like needed to be like a separate part, like for example, maybe here, in between, or maybe it could be like somewhere.
What you can do is you can add in the Web3 experience part that you have moved from Web2 to Web3, right?
So it's like creating two section, like the Web 2 and the Web 3.
You can do that, but what else you can do is in the Web3 experience part, let's say the next part, strategy, the next part, the co-founder part, okay? There you can add a line that you have moved from Web2 to Web3, okay?
Ah, I see. Okay,
Or otherwise, if you want separate columns, you can make that as well. It's just it's easy for the viewer to understand that okay, for this part of time you have worked into Web 2, and then this part of time you have worked into Web 3. Also
okay,
a line I would suggest in the middle that you have moved from Web 2 to Web 3, so that helps really, just to just to act as a liaison between your story.
got it.
Right. Next, here's one suggestion that I would like to give this person is that you can really add a skill section to it where you can add a few keywords. Why I am suggesting keywords is the first question that, okay, some people say that it might not require, but when as a recruiter, I am searching for CVs, I am searching for candidates into LinkedIn or any job portal, how I'm searching them is through keywords, right? So
Yes.
it's always advisable to add keywords to your CV as well as your LinkedIn so that we can find you.
So it's
Otherwise, there's no
the
way.
SEO, the SEO for.
Yeah. So don't make it too Web3 words heavy. Just you can add few things like partnership, fundraising. So if I'm searching for investor relations, right? So I can find you that you have a keyword written investor relations in your CV or in your LinkedIn. So that's how I'm finding you. So you can add, I would suggest this that you can add a skill section to your CV. Also add those skills to your LinkedIn as well.
Okay,
Right.
good.
Next, one thing I really like about the CV is also the thought leadership and recognition part. Because but I would suggest here one thing that it's too messy, I would say. Just put it into different pointers. So the CV is great, the CV has everything, but what one thing I would like to suggest is just make the format a little little less heavy, so that it's easier for me or any recruiter to go through your CV, each pointer. So as
Mhm.
you can see, if you zoom into the thought leadership and recognition part, if you can make into different pointers, that would be really helpful. Like speaker at Alexa Polygon and IIM Shillong, pointer number one. Then you can add published 120 plus articles on DeFi and ecosystem growth. Point number two, right? Then point number three, the next part, featured among top Indian DeFi founders. So all those pointers will really help. So this CV, I would suggest this person has done everything, added all the matrices. This is really a great CV and a top tier CV. But I would suggest if you can make it a little less, heavy of formatting, it would
Okay.
really help, right? Make it 2 pages maybe.
So this one is like too compact.
Too compact, too compact. Everything is there, but still I cannot read everything, right? I'll have to search for everything.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I get your point. Yeah, I
Hmm.
get.
Yeah, so this is about the CV. There's nothing much to add more to it. I would say this person can definitely apply to head of strategy or growth, then chief business officer or CEO, COO as well, and advisor as well. So there are many more roles open for, this kind of CV that is I mentioned already. So that's about it. As a wrap up, I would say about the CV part, definitely we can go ahead. But as a wrap up about the CV review part, I would say make it more readable. Okay, maybe make it 2 pages. Doesn't really
Mhm.
matter because you have good number of experience. Let's say if you have 10 plus years of experience and you are trying to, add everything to 1 page, it's little, very compact, right? I cannot read everything. So make it 2 pages maybe, but add all your experience and how you did it. Mention that as well because you already have the outcome, but how you did it, you can mention that and mention those matrices very smartly. Add
I
the
see.
skill section as well regarding the all the skills you have like partnership, fundraising, investor relations, everything put into your CV so that when recruiters are finding that you are the right person or not, they the CV is at the top or your profile is at the top.
I see. So this person already have like a really solid experience, but it's just on how to write it out, right?
Right, right, right. So as I said, this is already a great CV, but just make it top tier, right? Just add how you did it, the outcome part. The outcome part will really change the game as well as the make it 2 pages at least, I would say. So that it's readable.
I see. Got it. Got it. Okay. Then um, for this person, there are the key points that you could try to improve from the writings. How do you say it? Like the template, the format, like the format of your CV.
Format.
It's good to make it like 2 pages because you have a really solid experience, really
Yes.
good numbers. So it will be much more better and help the recruiters to read the message that you're trying to deliver much more easier. And also
Mhm.
add skills. And for the skill part, is it like the hard skill, soft skill, or you have any specific skills that you need to be put at for the CV?
Majorly the partnerships, fundraising, those keywords, add those keywords. Soft skills, we don't really find, when we are searching, we don't really go for soft skills, to be honest.
I see. So
So
it's
all
like
the
a
part, yes, yes.
I see. Amazing. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's the wrapped up. That's the conclusion of the CV review, Jaya review for the CV, and it's for some people they find to write a CV so hard that they have confused on what to be put because sometimes when you have really less experience, it's hard to write a really good CV and on the other side, if you have like so much experience, it's also not easy to be put on a CV there is like there's always a technique on how to make it like such a proper CV. So that is the reason why you guys should watch this program because we'll try to fix like is it too little, is it too much, is it proper, is it not, and the format also does the work if it's good enough or if it's like lacking of a good formats and if you guys feel like this program is resonated with you the most, feel free to hit that subscribe button and also invite your friends to submit their CV so you both can actually write a really recruiter killer CV out there. And before we actually wrap up, do you have any last suggestion, Susmita, on write a CV, especially for this kind of role or maybe this
Mhm.
kind of Web3 focus? I think it's like a partnership and fundraiser, right?
Yes, yes. Majorly growth partnership, and this person can also go for the chief roles, to be honest. So my one suggestion for for a person like with this much years of experience, own take the ownership in the CV. Okay, so whatever you have done, take the ownership because it's been 10 years. I know you are taking the ownership in real, but put it in your CV as well, right? Take
Yes.
ownership of everything, that would really help. So it's
Yep.
not just like you're doing the task, but you are leading it, you're taking ownership. So that's how you can, be placed in an ownership role, in a top role.
Yeah, I see. I see. So that's a really good advice because sometimes we actually have to deliver that we care for our work, not just like someone who getting assigned for a task to do and then finish it and forget everything. So it's really good that you can show some ownership. But in overall, would like to salute for this owner of the CV. You have a really good experience and hope you get what you're looking for in the Web3. And for everyone, again, if you would like to get your CV reviewed by Jaya Talent, feel free to submit your CV. Tomorrow we will open another submission. So for every submissions that we will open, we only open it for like 2 or 3 days. So make sure that you guys submitting right in time, and then next one we can try to talk about something new again for the CB. So thank you so much, Smita, for your time. I know it's such a busy week for you, and
True.
for our audiences, for our community who are submitting the CB. Hope you guys have the best in life and hope you can get the dream role that you've been chasing for. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.